Hello and welcome to today's 5-minute meditation. I invite you just to stop wherever you are and pause. Pause the activity, pause the thinking, pause the doing. And for just these few minutes, let's just be. Let's just be through the in-breath and through the out-breath. And what we begin to notice about ourselves is that when we actively pause, which sounds almost ironic in and of itself, that intentionality that is surrounding that pause is the kind of activity that our body, our soul, our spirit needs. And so just pause and be. And notice your in-breath. And notice your out-breath. And notice how quickly your physical self responds to the pause. And then notice how quickly your mental self responds to the pause. And then eventually the emotional self follows right along. We crave the pauses of life, but so often they don't come until we are just depleted. We've run out of steam. We have no more effort to give. And it's like the pause is the only choice we have left. But what if we lived our lives so that the pause is what we actively bring in to our space? We set our intention on the in-breath and the out-breath. We set our intention on being instead of doing. So I would invite you just for these next, just a few breaths, in the pause, notice the effect that this has on you. Notice if it feels unfamiliar and there's fidgeting, there's restlessness, and let that reveal something to you. Notice if you find relaxation and relief and refuge, and let that be the message for you. But whatever you notice it without judgment. Just notice it with pure, compassionate awareness. And just pause. Our lives are inundated by traffic. Sometimes it's the realistic traffic that we encounter on the highways and on the streets and in the shopping center. But oftentimes it's just the traffic of the noise and the overwhelming activity that surrounds us. But what I notice as I pause, and I do it right along with you, I hear sounds in nature that I would not have noticed otherwise. They're soft and they're subtle. And if the traffic was all that I was giving my attention to, I wouldn't hear the moss moving with the wind. I wouldn't hear the soft raindrops falling onto the grass. I wouldn't hear the tiny sounds of insects in the trees. So not only does the pause give us a physical and a mental and emotional refuge, it gives us a front row seat to the beauty, the stillness, the refuge of nature. So just a couple more in-breaths, a couple more out-breaths. Notice them. Notice the shift from just 5 minutes ago and the difference in how you feel, but more importantly, the difference in how you are. And let's take that difference out into that world of traffic and see if not only it can change how we see and we pay attention, but see if it can change how we model this for others as well. Namaste.